Welcome back. We are now going to explore the crucial role of a balanced diet in promoting health and well-being. With us is dietitian Miriam Forgan, who is going to shed some light on why a balanced diet is a key factor in maintaining a healthy body. Welcome to the show, Miriam.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Miriam, what is a balanced diet and why is it considered the cornerstone of good health and a healthy lifestyle?
You know, the term diet, it used to mean a normal way of life. In fact, in Greek, it means manner of living. So it's so far removed today how we use the term. So I just want to go back to that because in today's time, it's associated with restriction, impractical, non-sustainable ways of attaining some form of a goal. But in that question, there's 4 key words: healthy, balanced, diet, and well-being. So all 4 are very important and all 4 are actually interconnected. For example, balance. If you are balanced emotionally, it is going to determine your choices for the day. So it's not about having a balanced plate of food 3 times a day with a snack. It's a much bigger picture. And if one is out of balance, all the others are affected. So in fact, the cornerstone to a healthy, balanced lifestyle is well-being. Well-being broken down into mental, emotional, physical, spiritual well-being.
A lot of people do forget that all these different dimensions of self are all interlinked, and we tend to focus on the one and kind of neglect the others, but they often do speak to each other. What are some of the major food groups that you should be promoting, things that we should be eating and indulging in to be able to get all the nutrients the body needs?
So the body actually only breaks down food into 3 components: protein, fat, and sugar. So they are obviously called names such as amino acids, which is your protein, fatty acids, which is fats, and then forms of sugar include your carbohydrates, starches, milk, which is broken down into lactose, glucose, sucrose, fructose from your fruit. So the body always chooses sugar as its number 1 source of energy before switching to one's fat stores. So ultimately, how to lose fat stores if someone is overweight is to cut back on the total sugars.
What are some of the consequences that we can experience if we do not follow a good, healthy, balanced diet? And what are some of those key factors to look out for that should be sending alarm bells?
So going back to the first question, if there's an imbalance, it will reflect somewhere.
Yes.
One of the telltale signs is obviously an increase in adipose tissue, which is typically your visceral fat surrounding your waist circumference. We call this area your heart health area. So over time, if your body tends to accumulate too much visceral fat that surround those metabolic organs, it does put you at risk for diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and overall metabolic syndrome and heart disease. And also general inflammation of the body. So pains when you didn't really have pains before, that can be due to the inflammation or just carrying extra weight that the body is not managing.
This conversation is so critical and so crucial, especially right now within South Africa, because the stats of obesity are scary. We are seeing just roughly 31% of men being obese in South Africa and 68% of women also struggling with obesity. Would you say that there is a direct link within having a balanced diet to weight gain, and how are we able to just curb those numbers?
If you look at in this day and age, we all wake up already not having enough time. Where the fact of the matter is we have time, it's what we choose to do with it. And we are less and less on our own priority list. So our work becomes a priority. Our kids become our priority. Our spouses, our family. We tend to put other things above our own self, not realizing that if you don't look after yourself, you can't look after anybody else. So the imbalance in lifestyle comes from when we rely on quick meals at the end of the day that is not well thought through, that is maybe just to heat up. And a lot of those meals do tend to have hidden fats, sugars, and salt. That's why they taste like more. And we know sugar can be addictive. It does work with the same reward receptor in the brain as a drug. But salt is the major preservative for preserving a food's shelf life. So it does contribute to one's risk of high blood pressure. And then on top of that, we're running off caffeine fumes because we can't switch off our minds, and then we don't sleep as well. And then the cycle continues. So everything has a ripple effect. The balance starts with your lifestyle and within yourself, the structure that you have for the day. If you don't have a structure, there's not going to be any form of consistency. And over time, you then have these red flags that do come up.
You know, Miriam, I just want to appreciate you for coming through, and what an incredible conversation.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, the journey to better health starts with the choices that we make every day, and a balanced diet is a powerful foundation for a healthier life.